Hello and welcome to Tambua Women in Tech Fireside Chats. Today we get to know what exactly is Tambua Women in Tech, what they have been doing, and what exactly the project is all about. We are honored to be joined by the founder and the brainchild of the idea, Tambua Women in Tech. Her name is Maureen Josephine, and it is going to be so great to hear from her, get to know everything we need to know about Tambua Women in Tech. Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Allela. Thank you so much for their welcome.
So the first question which everybody would like to know, who exactly is Maureen Josephine?
All right, thank you so much, Allela. My name is Maureen Josephine. I'm a software engineer. I'm also a Flutter enthusiast, and I'm very much honored to be, I recently became a Flutter GDE, the first female Flutter GDE in Kenya, and also the first female Flutter GDE in Sub-Saharan Africa. Besides that, I'm a tech communities lover. I'm the founder of Flutter Kisumu, where we host monthly meetups, invite speakers to come and share with us their insights regarding Flutter technology and its associated technologies. I'm also a WTM ambassador. By WTM, I mean Women Tech Makers Ambassador. It's a program by Google which allows women to share with each other knowledge, to uplift each other, upcoming women in tech, and also to enable them thrive within the tech ecosystem. Above all, when I'm not coding, I love fashion and design. I draw my passion from nature and African culture and technology. That's all about me.
Wow, really, really impressive to hear your bio. In general, what I would say is you are one remarkable woman. So getting on to Tambua Women in Tech, would you tell us more? So what exactly inspired you to start this Tambua Women in Tech, and what exactly is it all about?
All right, thank you for the question. So personally, from my background, I studied computer science back in campus. And through my journey, because I am still not so much into the field, I'm still getting started. So through my journey, it was more of mentorship, getting resources to learn and things like that, opportunities to get jobs, opportunities to associate with other people, network and other things. So I sat down, the idea came around last year. I sat down and thought of it like, what if someone has already been mentored, they already have a job, they already have these resources that will help them upgrade their tech career or technology. How about now recognizing them? Because at times it feels lonely up there, especially when you've been mentored, you're already in the field, and many people are coming up, but you don't feel the progress that you're currently doing. So how about now empowering these already empowered women by recognizing them, giving them shout outs for the good work they're doing and things like that? Because I realized that there are so many women in tech doing great things, yet they haven't been recognized as much as they should. So that's what triggered the idea behind Tambua Women in Tech. And my main idea was to give shout outs to women worldwide, not limited to any country or a specific region, just women all over the world. Women in STEM, in the tech side, and also in the engineering side, those mathematicians and everyone, just everyone inclusive within the STEM field.
Okay, that's quite a diverse group of people and group of women who you have been giving shout outs to. It's very impressive to see that you realize this quite early, because from personal experience, you end up figuring out that women are doing amazing things out there. And having a platform like Tambua Women in Tech gives them the chance to just shine to the whole world, share their stories, share their journeys. Really impressive. So you said you started this out last year. And so far, for the past year, with the whole COVID pandemic affecting a lot of things, it's good that now it's virtual. How many women have you been able to give shout outs to?
Oh, all right. Thank you for that. So just to make it clear, the idea came to me towards the end of last year, but I actualized it this year. So I started the shout outs from January 2021. And the idea was to, because I was still getting started, I still didn't know I had self-doubt. I was really wondering if I will make it. And the procedure I did was to start with close friends who I know are really doing great things. And this, when other people who even I don't know saw these shout outs, they were so much impressed. I personally got other people reaching out for shout outs themselves. And so far I've been able to give shout outs to about 50 because the structure is giving every woman a shout out once per week. And since January to date, we've been giving, like, within a month, we give 4 shout outs to 4 women, which means 1 woman per week, 1 woman in tech per week. And from January till date, we've given shout outs to about 50 women in tech so far. And yeah, I'm really impressed by what people are doing out there.
Wow, 50 women, like that's really, really amazing. So there are 50 women out there you've given shout outs to. This is a question maybe to you and probably your organizing team. What exactly is the inspiration when you're picking out a woman or when somebody submits their story? Is there like a given criteria?
Yeah, thank you. Currently we have about 4 questions, 4 questionnaires that any woman that needs to be given shout outs to needs to answer. First is their name, their contribution to the community, any volunteer activities, any achievements they are proud of, their pieces of advice, and their photo. So how we do it is we check because, everyone can submit their details, but it takes time to filter who exactly you feel deserves this shout out. So how we do it is just checking their profile once they've submitted their shout out details, verify the activities they've done, and indeed they're really doing a great job in terms of community activities, personal tech achievements, and things like that.
I think that's really great to know. So you have mentioned something very important, their profiles. What would you tell a woman in the STEM field who's maybe interested in getting recognized by TambuaWomenInTech, but has no idea how to put their profile out there, maybe how to improve their profiles, portfolios, and things like that? Do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, thank you. So personally, sometimes I've received a recommendation of someone, a friend referring a friend for a shout out. But when you check their LinkedIn profile or maybe their Twitter profile, it's like 0 activities. So it's kind of hard to tell what they're doing or what they're up to. So my advice to anyone in the STEM field, please update your LinkedIn profile, be active, in your socials, or if you're a developer, make sure your GitHub profile is active, you have projects there, so that someone can notice you. Because I personally had this experience. I gave someone a shout out, and she was recognized by BBC for what she was doing through our shout out. So that's something I was really proud of, because from their country, I think there are still few women out there who are seen. So when BBC saw this shout out, they were kind of impressed of what this lady has been doing or what she has been up to. So my advice is just keep your LinkedIn profile updated. If you wrote a blog, just put it out there. If you did a video on something, training someone or training people, feel free to share it outside there, because you never know who is watching and you never know what that impact is going to make to other people.
Yeah, that's very true. So it's actually quite interesting to know that the whole world is watching. So you never know who's watching, who is listening, or who's checking out the post by TambuaWomenInTech. Yeah. It means that you have lots of people looking out and trying to understand who this female in the STEM field is, which brings me to maybe the last set question that I had for you before I jump onto questions that were earlier submitted. So let me ask you questions. What is the plan for TambuaWomenInTech? So now that you've been doing this for 1 year, what is the conclusive plan? Like, do you have like a set of plans set for the future for anybody who's looking at joining this initiative?
All right, thank you so much for that. So the plan right now is to continue doing the shout outs over the coming years. And right now we launched a segment of the Tambua Women in Tech. That's the Women in Tech blog that allows women to write articles, share their technical knowledge with the rest of the world, which is something I'm really proud of, seeing women writing articles, because so far we've had some contributors. It's an open source Women in Tech blog. So yeah, that's something I'm really proud of. And other plans, we'll let you know when they come up, because some of them are still at incubator stage. Yeah, not for the public yet, but I would like to assure you that we have great plans ahead for you. And also something I'm also proud of is that we designed our t-shirts, the shout out t-shirts, giving women in tech t-shirts, especially women who we have given shout outs to, so that they can rock them. And this also triggered something, because when I share this with my friends and my non-techie friends, check out the t-shirts and they're like, I also want a t-shirt. Can I get it if I'm not in tech, or it's only restricted to people in tech? So yeah, so those are some of the, and yeah, hoping to share what these amazing women have been really doing, what they've been up to behind the scenes. And yeah, just anyone out there who can learn something from them will get a chance to do so.
Wow. Okay, so we've heard about the plans, we've heard about the amazing t-shirts that you're giving out to the women you are giving shout outs to. So there is something that you have mentioned about the blog posts. So let's say I am a woman and I would like to contribute. Okay, not let's say, I'm actually a woman, but let's say I want to contribute to this. So how exactly would I contribute to the blog post? Is there like a link that they can follow that maybe you could share and then we'll share with everyone?
Yeah. So our domain is very simple. It's simply WomenInTechBlog.dev. So when you navigate to that link, it will take you to our blog post. And within it, there's instruction on how to add a blog in one of the articles. And also within our GitHub, that link to the article will direct you to our GitHub profile, which will give you like sets of instructions on how to contribute, because as I mentioned, it's open source and it allows you to explore your Git skills. And the blogs are written in pure Markdown, which is a simple syntax to learn and to use. I find it very easy to use personally, and anyone who is not even into any tech stack can easily get along with it, because Markdown is easy to use and easy to learn. And yeah, very simple. So anyone who would like to get started writing articles, meeting other women in tech, or rather in the ecosystem who are already writing blogs, just navigate to WomenInTechBlog.dev, simply like that. And yeah, we'll also share the link to it.
Okay, so you've heard from Maureen. She says just navigate to WomenInTechBlog.dev, get to contribute, get to share your stories, get to share those articles that are on your draft, and you're wondering where exactly could your voice be heard. So this is actually a very good initiative. I like that it's open source and everybody can actually contribute. So if you're keen on contributing, kindly navigate to that. Now, taking questions that were pre-submitted before this conversation. Maureen, tell us more about your tech journey. How has it been like for you as a woman navigating this jungle that was for a long time a male-dominated field?
Thank you, Allela. That's an interesting question. My background is very interesting because where I grew up from, it was very rare to get like a computer. And I remember even my first email address, I had to pay for it. It was about 350 shillings. And by then I was from campus and I felt like 350 was a lot by then, though I didn't pay it. So something triggered me like, why is creating an email so expensive? And because the computers were rare and we only had like one cyber cafe serving the whole region. So it kind of inspired me, like, why can't I get into tech and explore this rare machine in my village? So that's what triggered me into getting in tech. And I joined my college studies as a computer science student. And from there, something interesting about it is that we were only two females, two computer science females in our class, which I found very weird. But later on, I found it very normal in such a way that when you missed a class or a lesson, the lecturer would clearly know that you are not there, since we are only two. So when the other one was there and I was not there, so the lecturer would know that I was absent. So learning with these other people, with them in a male-dominated course, gave me that motivation of doing the best out of me. And something weird also about me is that when I was undertaking my undergraduate studies, I didn't like coding. I preferred networking to coding. So I used to tell myself that I wouldn't code after all. So even those coding lessons, I would skip them sometimes. And later on, something that made me got interested into coding specifically was the final year project, which I did a mobile application about e-tailor. That's a platform to connect tailors to their clients. Clients can select designs, then the tailors can showcase their designs. So when I made this app, I really got motivated in terms of I was so surprised that I could make this app and make it function. So that triggered that more interest into navigating through tech and trying to see, because when I made that app, I got interested into even doing it more, because there's nothing amazing as having an application in your phone that you've developed by yourself. So that joy kind of made me to get even more interested. And something that have kept me going is that since I've been passionate about mobile, it's really been keeping me going in terms of learning, trying to get to know more about what's behind the scenes and what these applications are really doing. So yeah, that's it.
Wow, really, really interesting background story there. From moving to just having one machine in the village, I can only imagine having to pay 350 Kenyan shillings to have your email address opened for you. Must have been like a bit of an inspiration for you. Which brings me to my second question. So from your story, there's something that people keep on asking. Does mentorship work? So let's say somebody wants to be mentored, but they have no idea where to start from. So in your career path, did you ever come across a mentor who held your hand, or somebody you just feel like, or even you as an individual, or other people that you're mentoring out here?
Yeah, that's a nice question. Personally, I was mentored, I'm still being mentored, and I'm also mentoring other people. So in my journey, when I started, something interesting is that when I got into Flutter for mobile applications, someone who was mentoring me was not a Flutter developer. His name is Sigu. I was interning at his company by then, and he was like, since you are from the Android background, can we try Flutter? Then from there, he was like, he told me he doesn't have any background knowledge on Flutter, but we'll learn as we go. So personally, he mentored me into getting started with Flutter with zero Flutter experience, something I really appreciate. But he normally says, what he normally says is that when you've been in the field and when you've had some hands-on experience in coding, you can easily translate one knowledge to another. So I think that's what helped at that stage. So the mentorship he gave me when I was starting out my journey, he inspired me to read, to do research, to learn more. And also the fact that he didn't have Flutter background knowledge also inspired me to even read even more. So I feel mentorship really helps, especially when you're getting started or even in your journey. And as I've said, personally right now, I'm still being mentored. I have someone who pushes me to do things, because sometimes you can feel that, I've already achieved this, now let me relax. But if you have that someone who is, let me not say on your neck per se, but who is monitoring what you're doing, you kind of get, along the way, you get to question yourself, like, am I really doing well? And what will my mentor feel now that I've stayed for maybe 5 months without doing anything? So having a mentor really helps in your journey, especially if you want someone to guide you to through the learning process, and if you are getting started. And personally, I'm also mentoring other people. Something I find amazing, especially when you teach someone something or maybe show them the path to great resources, and you see their reaction, they're like so appreciative. So it gives me that satisfaction. And something I would like to mention about mentorship is that when you want someone to mentor you, have like a purpose, because don't make your mentor feel like they're pushing you to do things. Be self-driven in your journey, and by that you'll be able to navigate through it well for the both parties, for the mentor and for the mentee, so that by the end of the day you can all achieve your goals.
Wow, that's really, really great to hear. So mentorship does work, and it has worked for you. And actually glad to hear that you are also giving back by mentoring other people within the ecosystem. That's really, really impressive. Good job, Maureen. So we are almost coming to the tail end of our interview, of our fireside chat. And my last ask is going to be, if you were to give yourself a note to your younger self, something that you would tell yourself when you started your journey, what would it be?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I have so many. I'm not sure if I list them all right now. We'll end the call right now. It may take time, but some of them is that about self-doubt. I'm one person, I regard myself as a perfectionist. That person who will wait till something is perfectly good to release it. So in my journey, I've learned that you shouldn't wait till it's perfect. When you're working on something, you're working on an application, article and things like that, just release it out there. You'll get feedback along the way. You might also even get nice suggestions to what you're currently doing and something that you can add to what you're already doing. So self-doubt is what layers back. So when you are in your journey or when you're getting started, there's usually that self-doubt a lot. So don't feel shy about anything that you're doing. Feel free to release anything that you're doing out there, because you never know, maybe someone is working on a similar thing. And this is something I experienced when I attended a certain conference. It was more of a founder in event. It was online. So we were having this break to network, and I was having this chat with amazing women in tech, and I was telling her I'm passionate about design, and she was like, wow, you're passionate about design. I'm building an application that's aiming that's aiming more on the design world. Would you like to be part of it? And I was like, wow, that's an interesting thing, because that's something I'd really love to explore, being that I also created an e-tailer application. So having that connection or feeling free to share what you're working on with someone can inflict new ideas and things like that. So never feel shy to share what you're working on. And another thing, note to self, is that when you're out there, when you attend an event, never feel shy to interact with the rest. This is something I experienced, especially when I was getting started. I used to attend these tech events, especially after my campus studies. And I used to feel shy approaching these big wigs in the tech by then. And I felt like it was kind of derailing me from getting opportunities, especially those opportunities that someone can easily refer you to. So when I realized that, I shouldn't feel shy, that's when I started getting more opportunities, because my first internship, I got it through a connection after attending a tech event. It was, I think, around 2018. I attended the GDG Nairobi. That's the developer festivals. That's done yearly. And that's when I met Sigu. And he was like, I met you in a previous event. So would you please tell me, what are you currently doing? And I was like, I wanted to lie about what I was doing, but honestly, I was looking for an internship opportunity. So I felt, let me just say it as it is. So I told him I'm currently looking for internship opportunities, and yeah, just anywhere about within the tech ecosystem, but specifically about coding. And yeah, he said, you can come to our place. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And also something I wasn't really sure of is if they were offering what I was looking for. So I had the chance to ask Allela, who is now interviewing me today, about her thoughts regarding that internship opportunities compared to others. So being that Allela was already in the tech ecosystem by then, she gave her insights and gave her go ahead that I can proceed with it, since she had already seen what they're doing and what they were up to. So that's how I got my first tech internship. That's through a tech event. And another note to younger self is that never feel shy, especially when you are in a group of people in an event. Never feel shy to share like your thoughts, especially on innovations and things like that. You can get a co-founder, and you never know how that can go. I personally have a friend who met groups of friends through an event, and right now they're working on a project together. That's something really amazing. So never feel shy to network, and never feel shy to share or rather compare notes, especially in tech events. And another note to self is that don't give up. Personally, if I would have given up from the initial state, because I mentioned during my campus, I was not passionate about coding. So when I got that spark to get to learn coding, I wanted to really do it. So don't give up, especially when you're getting started into something, and always feel free to ask questions. I can also quote a quote that was mentioned by a friend about always reaching out when you need help, that always be that annoying last born in a good way. If you're facing issues, don't feel shy to ask questions. Feel free to ask people who are already in the tech ecosystem. Don't feel shy to ask your questions. If you're stuck, don't feel shy to reach out to people, especially right now that there are so many tech communities. Feel free to always reach out to any person that you see in the tech ecosystem who is doing something great. Disturb them in a good way. Yeah, and also to add on to that, tech communities really help. So if you are, maybe if you're a Django developer, a Flutter developer, find a community where you have similar people doing similar things, so that you can interact with them, you can share knowledge, ask questions, get resources, get opportunities. Because I can assure you that currently that I'm a Flutter community organizer, I get many people reaching out to me, especially in terms of getting Flutter developers from my community to offer them opportunities, job opportunities, side project opportunities, collaborations. So be part of a tech community, such that when someone who is up there is looking for someone, you'll be the first person they can ever think of to refer you for an opportunity. Yeah, that's
wow. Those have been very, very great notes to your younger self. I like the part about speaking about what you're doing, being able to network, sharing your stories. Don't be shy to ask questions. Be that annoying last one. Yeah, I think that was very, very key to note. And just hearing your inspiration and the stories that you have told us during this whole fireside chat. Now, we are coming to the end. We are actually at the end. I know I've been saying we're coming to the end for a very long time. Maureen, I would like you to give us your parting shot, just that one last word that you would give to the audience that is going to be listening to this.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me. I really feel honored. My parting shot is don't feel shy and don't have the self-doubt occupy you so much. So build up your confidence and reach out to people in case of anything. And yeah, that's how opportunities will come looking for you. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Maureen. You have been an amazing guest for this fireside chat. You have told us, don't be shy. Just go out there and do it. Reach out to people. Very, very impressive words. Very, very inspirational, actually. And it's good to know about your journey. It's good to know about the background story of TambuaWomenInTech. Now, before you leave us, where would one join or where would one reach out to if they want to share their narratives? So please share with us the handles, if there is an email for them to send out or reach out to you through, would be great to know.
Thank you so much for that. So currently we are on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and we have the same handle. So if you want to reach out to us on Twitter, just look out for W_Tech Shoutouts. You'll get us. You'll get our profile because our profile is just written giving women in tech shoutouts worldwide. So you'll be able to see it. It's the same way across the platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram. So if you'd like to be given a shout out, feel free to reach out to us on our Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn profiles. Our DMs are always open. And once you reach out, we have the shout out specific form that you fill in your shout out details. Then from our side, we'll check them as a team. And then we will reach out to you once you share with us your shout out details because we have that shout out specific form that you need to fill so that we can verify from our side as a team, then check out your activities and what you've been doing, then give you a shout out. Then, as I've mentioned, in the coming year, we do not have only shout outs. We'll also have like a follow-up interview with those people who we have given shout outs to. So it will be also a good opportunity to learn from you, to learn about your journey. So don't feel shy to share with us your tech journey in general.
Wow, so you have mentioned a team. Who are those team members that you would like to give a shout out to on your side now that we are on the call?
Oh, all right, thank you so much. Right now we are a team of 3. That's me, and we also have Jackie Waiwa. She's part of the shoutouts authoring, the post that you see outside there. She's behind them, and I would really love to give her a shout out for her help in the journey. She is an amazing woman in tech. She's a backend engineer, and she's also doing really amazing stuff out there. So I really appreciate her being part of the team. And we also have our amazing host right now for the fireside chat, who is Denise Allela. I really appreciate her efforts to be part of the team. And we're really making great progress having this team behind this great initiative. We are able to brainstorm about ideas and things to share out there. So watch out and stay tuned for our next activities.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Maureen. It was good to have you. We have now, I'm not going to let anymore, we are at the end of the fireside chat. It was good to be the host and the moderator for this. We will be having more of this happening next year with amazing women in tech that we have been giving shout outs to those who are doing a remarkable job. outside here. Maureen is the founder, as mentioned. So feel free to also reach out to her, something that she did not mention. If you have questions about her own personal journey, J_Akelo on Twitter, you will be able to find her. You could ask her questions. You could ask her about, anything related to the tech space, or maybe ask her to be your mentor. She has said she's mentoring other people, and I believe she is open to mentoring more. It was good to have you, Maureen. It was good for all of you who have been here to the tail end of this interview / fireside chat. Looking forward to having more interactions. As mentioned, my name is Allela Eunice. Signing out now. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel if you find it on YouTube or anywhere. Do follow us on all the other platforms, and looking forward to giving you a shout out. For now, it's going to be goodbye from us. So bye.
Bye.